So I'm sure she's been rattling on. Listen to the Fox interview she gave. That's the one I was playing. She's just really too thirsty. And then I don't think she likes people of color. I could be wrong. Everything is not about racism. I know.
Well, hopefully, you said Bolsonaro that Trump is tired of the war tonight.
That's what he said, because as far as the breaking news about the war, he says that the leadership in Iran is out of sorts. Hello, really? You think after you killed everybody? What did you think? I mean, it's just weird that he would even say that after he assassinated supposedly the whole top leader. That's what he said, but I don't believe that either. And he's like, we're going to cancel these meetings because Iran seems to be out of sorts. That's crazy. So that's the new thing with him. Well, why he pulled them back, I don't know. The strait is still closed. Gas prices are still going up. How is this going to end?
So, Lisa, you mentioned it, and there was an article in the New York Times that described the way their leadership is now. Mm-hmm. And the new Ayatollah, wherever he's located, this part's speculation. There's some speculation that he's in North Korea now. Like he went from after severe injuries and then from Russia to North Korea. But in any case, control, and so much is delegated to them that even though he's nominally their leader, it takes so long to get communications to and fro him that it really lands to someone else. And they're the hardliners, so the whole thing was reversed. 17 went for the Iraqi war. So yeah, it's not a good.
Wait. Oh God, I lost it. I hate this computer. Okay, so it says Russia confirms Iran. Who was this? That's April the 1st. Okay, so that's not a good one. I was trying to find something a little bit closer to today.
Real quick, so
from any man. But even moves towards him hours, and people record you doing it. It is against the law. Just please don't scroll. Please don't scan. Please subscribe. Please don't scroll. Please. One thing in this world that will.
He says no man should be triggered by the words of another man. It's a sign of
shit like literally makes this living off a Northrop like this. Anytime shit like comes like that, then you get punched over doing this. That's just sick now. I'm gonna.
How'd you find me?
I don't know. I just live here.
You live here?
Yeah.
What's up, bro? What's up? Check. Bro, I just learned a new. Yeah, but what new word? What's up, my baby? Something payana. You want a piece? Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome.
You're so mean for that. So for anyone that doesn't know, these are speed bumps, and what they do is if you're going too fast, this right here will drop down, and then you'll like dip into it. Let's see. apparently. But anyway, so this will be going, and then this will just drop out from under you. And that's the meanest type of speed bump. Also, just as a general note, I've never been to a country that has more speed bumps than freaking Australia. Australia, you're so mean for that. So for anyone that...
First in my career. How long have you been a flight attendant for? 36 years. 36 years. Yeah. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. You just made my day. Thank you so much.
It's Stanley, once I can hear you. All right, I'm requesting you to get out of the vehicle so I can give out prayer sent from my patrol canine. What's your probable cause? I don't need probable cause. Yes, you do. Nope, not yes. In Florida. Yeah. All right, get out of the vehicle. Okay, I can get out. All right, turn off your car, please. What's your name? Aniston. This is a retaliatory stop. Okay, unlock the car, turn it off, and please exit the vehicle. I already said I am. Did you hear it turn off? I want to watch. I only have to present it, sir. I don't have to hand it over. You guys just don't like it when you honor the rights, that's all. Get out of my car. No, the dog did not alert because there's no drugs in the car. So you're a liar. Dog just sucks.
It sucks. I quit. The chiller is the future of portable beverage cooling. Try hours of ice cold drinks anywhere. Save time, money, and the environment. You must stop this. There is no hope. This is a really bad idea. There's $1 million. Stop, son. Oh, I'm out. It was a bad presentation. It was a bad presentation. I'm out.
And I think that you have a shot. For me to invest, it's not what I'm interested in investing in. So I'm sorry I'm out.
I wish you the best. I personally am out.
Good luck, guys.
I quit. How many languages do you speak? About 3. Which ones? Spanish and a little bit of Chinese.
Chinese?
Can you say in Chinese? 我的名字叫 Matthew. 你的名字叫什么? Friend from Taiwan, come up here real quick. Come on up. I want to see if she knows, if she can come up. 我的名字叫 Matthew. 你的名字叫什么? And say into the microphone. What did he just say to you?
He said,
This is perfect. Are you still doing karaoke with a microphone?
he said, my name is Matthew. What is your name? But the way he said it was, I had to like really pay attention.
Gary, that's how he speaks English too. It's all, how many languages?
What? Every day, you know.
You not allowed to take a picture?
No, he's my message.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna send it to you. Come on, bro. Yeah, bro. Your teacher tweaking. What's your number so I can see the picture, bro? No, you know what? What's your name? Hurry up.
Yes.
I'm about to be snapping you, bro. What's the last thing,
Yeah.
What's going on? Yeah.
Listen to me in a way, Jerry is interested in you want to have a conversation about violence, not about one-sided.
Miss Kuchira, why don't you come have a seat up here? Because I'm going to guess you don't want him anymore, and he can't even probably practice anymore. So we will go on the record. In the match, 24-CM-213, State of Wisconsin versus J.C. Kuchera. The state of Kansas District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person is Kuchera.
I have no idea what that from.
Sir, you know how to pull you over? No, sir. Exactly.
Tonight, and then if there's anything interesting, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
I'm saying you guys are critical thinking. You don't see about let's go, bro. That's too bad. The conversation was supposed to be about like when it's supposed to be about like whether the defense were at the White House could have said better, and Gary was talking about political violence and was saying, you know, it's not mainstream and we shouldn't do it. He was trying to keep it kind of top line. So that was generally what it was about.
And then there's a little bow in the back. Oh my God, you're a genius.
I don't want to do this really hard. But like, I was reading about this shit or whatever. I was physically struggling in DC, Washington, on a train. Like, how did that happen? Like going through the Amtrak. Yeah, he took Amtrak. Not like going through LaGuardia or something like that. Like they had
The guy asked him to take care of the bus.
They don't really go train or buses.
Oh, really?
This next one's crazy.
No, I mean, no. We were in the Chinese bus on the Lower East Side, so it was something different. But like, I thought they was
believe what happened.
they was way worse. Yeah, so but I thought they did that on train. Oh, it's bad.
And who knows, maybe they go over like the long wall. That's not the wall that's cross country to so
These are the best awesome. You've got some goals before me.
My head is so wrong. I thought I didn't understand like 9/11 was very secure. So like I didn't know that it was actually like that. No. Of course. But like they said he had Austin. You know what I'm saying? Like so no one saw that. Went that far. Went to 60.
That's 200 pounds off.
stop. Yeah, what we talking about the stage too.
You need to show it up.
You can't have what you want to do.
Your English is very good. How long did it take you to learn English once you got here?
It was really easy because we speak English in Australia.
Thank you. It's such good English. Such beautiful. Where did you learn to speak so beautifully? Where were you educated? Where? Liberia. That's very interesting.
So we don't need to say, I'm not saying put that in context. So multiple weapons. Let's say it's a 12 gauge, right? It could have been one, smaller.
What you do now is get focused and stop pointing fingers. You're a problem. You're a real problem. What you do? Then he goes, right, okay, and then he takes the knee, and then look at this guy at the back, see him in the corner with a beard. Now watch Stevie look over to him and watch what the guy in the beard does. Oh, look at that. What is that about? Watch this, right, look.
See something? I'm just trying to start something that his mother's saying.
Crazy Jones.
Crazy Jones forehead. Crazy Jones forehead.
Catherine Fellows.
Chief Fellows 210 on board.
Nicholas Dennis. Nick Dennis, Falcon Brigade, 82nd Airborne, all the way.
The fighter thought the cheese seller was trying to short him, so he watched closely, but instead of weighing anything, the old vendor
It's white under.
Carefully in there without releasing the handle.
Right. Like the fact that people take these people seriously, like
Nobody's impressed with AI. I don't understand sense. Like all we do is talk about this AI, and then when we like actually use it, and then we get.
And they don't
What's making you be on social media?
It's an addiction. It's an addiction.
Is it also you guys have addiction problems?
No, I don't. No. I'm not. Here go the thing, Misha. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. It's a Michael Misha.
It's definitely
Misha. Yeah. But like when I was in China or whatever, like I don't know China. When I was there, like they teach those children. First of all, they don't let them put their social media right. Maybe Instagram in certain ways or whatever, but they don't let them access Western social media because they know it's addictive. Even the founder of TikTok or whatever said he don't let his kids. Like he said that he slipped up and said that.
She even talked about.
Wait.
When we was trying to bring back tariffs, like nobody wants to do like we was talking about jobs and jobs trying to get jobs back from China. Like nobody wants to work these jobs, sewing shit. Like China's doing it big.
Big Amari, like you got it. I don't. You might have been out there, but like we went on. Like if you go out there and they, like I'm not gonna tell you the price. You can look it up. It's called Asian Odyssey. They take you to multiple different cities or whatever. Once I saw Chongqing, once I saw Shanghai, like I'm like, living in New York, they put us to shame in Shanghai is way bigger than New York. Like how are they doing it better than us? But like also I'm big on education, and I started my family, later on in life or whatever, and they start teaching those kids binary numbers when they're 3 years old, and putting them in STEM programs when they're 5 years old or whatever, and they just progress. We don't do that. We don't do that.
And bro, too with that, right? Now it's mandatory AI in the curriculum from K to time to graduate, and by the time they're in middle school, they expect to be able to put an agentic agent together. People over here still scared to touch ChatGPT in America.
Right.
But do you know the suicide levels of those students in China? That these colleges and universities actually have nets at the highest floors because they're under so much pressure to do well that there's huge. I mean, look at the numbers; it's wild. There's a lot of pressure. It's not all good the way you see it. And yes, there are social media apps that they use. It may not be Western, but they have their own versions that operate the same way. You're making it seem like they, have put social media on lock for their populace. They haven't.
No. But it is true though. When China was still running, TikTok. Remember the kids over here weren't able to watch the same type of content. So of course, into the country. But what I'm saying, the type of content they were watching over there was educational and pro-China, versus kids here, you already know the dumb shit they watch.
Right. Look, I mean, born and raised here, like my people, I'm half Nigerian, half American. My people go back to the revolution. And, so I know all about, like, this is my home, and, I'll still feel away about America, but at the same time, like, when you have a kid, you think differently, and I'm big on education, and that comes from my Nigerian side. So I'm not playing, but yeah, there are problems they do have. Like there's certain things once you go there you can't access. I couldn't even use my MasterCard. I mean not MasterCard. It's not MasterCard. I couldn't even use my credit card once I went over there or whatever. Like you gotta get a Panda card and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like so they do have problems, but as far as them progressing as a society, we cannot match them. Period. They peoples. They live in the future over there. Period. Like it's over. They to be the superpower within the next. I'll give America 10 years, maybe less than that. Trump knows it. Like, you attack Iran. Like, when all your generals are telling you dumbass, like, what the fuck are you doing? You doing Israel? Like this, like, we're moving back. I don't know. Maybe. I'm sorry?
You going to raise your kids in China, or you just saying, like, another country?
No, they're going to be raised there. We're going to own property in New York. I mean, like, we're working on that and whatever. I'm never going to completely abandon New York or whatever. We're going to own property in Manhattan or whatever. But, like, raise them and, like, for what?
But are you okay with their system in general? Like, you're very, you can't criticize the government. You can't say a lot of things. Your freedom of speech is kind of like the way the U.S. is. You do know you have to change your entire lifestyle, right?
Yeah, I know that part or whatever. But, like, for what? Like, if you mind your business, you'll look good over it. Like they don't see. You're asking that question because you don't understand how those people operate over there. Those people just they just live their lives over there. So criticizing their government, don't you mind your business? Like what? No, we have to criticize that government.
No, but did you know during COVID they actually cemented people into their homes? Like, you didn't have a choice. Like, this is what people don't understand. As an advance as it may be, it's one way, but the way that the government operates, they can take your shit away tomorrow and you absolutely have no way to get it back. There's no such thing.
Well, I don't. Hold on, wait.
Any interest in doing a one-day Thursday for sale?
They can do that here because they've done that to black people. So what are you talking about? Like, maybe you haven't lived this life experience. No, I'm not.
Copper, you can't talk about enemy danger, enemy domain and things like that, like, as far as how did the China way can just take this shit with no explanation. You can't say if you mind your business.
So eminent domain don't exist here.
Hold on, bro. You can't say, like, okay, just go ahead and mind your business. So that means you just walk around like that. You got nothing to say? If something's going on, fuck up.
No, it's not.
Hold on, bro. Get ran over by a tank. Just stand there, get ran over by a tank. You don't complain?
Yeah, I mean, God. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to argue about this, bro. Like, I really don't. What you guys do, bro? Yeah, no, you guys are smart. You guys are smart, kid. I would prefer more of my melanated brothers and sisters get the fuck out of this country. This shit is gonna go down. All this damage Trump has done within a year and a half, and like he's just getting started.
Wait, are you talking about racism? Did the Chinese kicked out black people right before right after the pandemic? Do you even know the racism is?
Racism exists all across the world.
Black folks.
Racism exists all across the world. I'm saying, like, if you haven't been there and you haven't seen what I've seen, like, their quality of life is better.
You were there for how long?
I was there for 8 days.
That's not okay. You were passing through.
But
you can't tell what's happening.
Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish. But two of my cousins one has been there for 12 years, and one has been there for 6 years. And they have been trying to get me to come out there for years. So, like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm well versed on this shit. I know what's going on. I just have to see it for myself. And I saw it for myself. That's cool. And bro. And I don't see why people keep clinging on to it.
Yeah, but bro, that's cool. But like your argument is, or your statements for getting it 8 days, you know, like be it's all good.
I'm going what my people have told me.
Okay,
I've been traveling to Asia. For 20 years. So I know what I'm doing.
You know, talk about moving back to the
I'm trying to get.
the continent, bro.
Moving back where?
Moving to the continent. You want to talk about that?
To my Africa?
Yeah. Say Nigeria.
I heard Ghana is dope. South Africa, I want to go there. Like my little brother, he was in the Air Force. He just got out the Air Force. He was in the Air Force for a long time. His last place he went to was Okinawa, whatever. He's out the Air Force now.
Oh,
He just got out
shit.
there. He's Japan. Yeah. He out there. He met his little shorty in Seoul, South Korea, and now they live out there. They're both out the Air Force. So we're going
to Korea or Japan.
No, they're still Okinawa. They're still out there or whatever. So me and my sister or whatever, we're probably gonna go out there probably around Christmas time or whatever. Visit them out. So I want to see. So I haven't been to Tokyo. I've been to the Philippines. I've been to Thailand. I went for, but I haven't been to Tokyo yet. Or I haven't been to Japan yet.
Japan better than China. Watch.
People tell me that, but here's the thing though, Japan is kind of small though.
It's not expensive.
Not even that, but it's small or whatever. Like I'm really exploring, so I like going around with so much stuff I want to see in China. Like so.
Get a dope hat.
Japan is small, even though Tokyo is the largest city in the world.
They have outer islands. I mean,
Get a
there's a lot of
dope
stuff.
hat.
Of course.
Yeah.
They got Hiroshima, they got all this. I know.
You're gonna like it much better than China. I'm telling you, somebody that knows. You're gonna like it much better.
You've been in me.
Yes, and I have a brother who lives in Japan. Went to go visit. Now he lives in Japan with his family. So, yeah, Japan is it.
Yo, Misa, everyone tell me like Japan is fire, but it's just kind of strong.
It's a good place to visit. I wouldn't say to live long term. I couldn't see that, but to visit and engage is really dope.
And his lens is from New York.
It reminds me in a couple of ways, like it's overpopulated.
Talking about Japan is like spick and span clean. It can't be compared.
Yeah, Japan.
No, it is very clean. I'll give you that, but it is overpopulated. Like literally, when I was there with somebody's jobs, there's these guys with white gloves.
Red, yeah, I was about to say.
I said it's like you. Y'all thought I was being funny. It's very clean. But
Very
what isn't clean though is the smell. Roppongi, Shibuya. It was an enjoyable place.
Talking about smell. That smell of kimchi all day in Korea, bro.
I mean, it was just crazy. I mean, if we talking about, think about it. It's what 9 million people in. Now, mind you, New York is an ancient city, like during the 40s, 50s, something like that. It was so clean over there. When I was in Shanghai, it was so clean over there. And it's twice as big as New York, not even twice, 4 times bigger than New York. Like they had air conditioning. Like once you go into the train station, there's no such thing as air conditioning in New York train station. Be hot as fucking summer. like it was warm when I was there. They just do everything better. I'm sorry. Like all I went to the currency exchange and I tried to get like $300 in cash or whatever. And our tour guide, he was like, "You don't need that cash. Like no one takes cash in like that. You gotta pull out your credit card or tap your phone or whatever." Everything was tapped.
Yeah,
like even the cab
currency.
Right. Even the cab drivers, even the like food vendors. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was so more advanced. Like I was just shocked.
Because you're paying tax every single time. God forbid you do anything on the table. That's why they have it that way.
Yeah, I mean maybe whatever. Like I don't. But that those people advance. Like, they're more advanced. Like, we don't build anything in this country anymore. We used to. After World War II, we used to build a lot of shit. Those people are progressive.
Oh wait, you're talking about buildings. You probably know about the massive real estate crisis in China. Did you not see the huge shit going on?
Giant empty cities. Yeah, they all
People
over.
lost their. They didn't even get. You had to pay for your apartments outright. And this builder decided to kind of left it, and I think they were insolvent, $300 billion in debt. Did those people get anything to make up for the money they've given? No, there's no parameters to protect the consumer.
I don't think you know that for sure, but yeah,
no, that's for sure. Look it up. It's happened in 2021.
Oh, you want to go Thursday?
It's a huge thing.
Yeah, there were. I mean, as far as I know, like you might know more, but like I thought they were working on that. But yeah, I mean, they got like empty cities now. Like they do have a real estate problem. But I'm not going to those places. Like China is very big. I'm probably going to Chongqing or Shanghai. Like it is just like even Americans, like when they move, I think the majority of the time like it's so like it's like I just roll.
Everybody can do it. You can do it.
You're right.
You know, there's also the labor laws, right? There's no labor protection, employee protection. Don't even get me started on the Apple iPhone factories. It's disgusting.
No.
How they treat see how they treat the people that work at these factories.
It's horrible. But what about here? You're right. What about this country? Like, what about these underpaid teachers that live in this country? What about these underpaid factory workers or whatever?
Yes, underpaid, but are they forced to sleep there and work 20 hours?
Medicine when they need it, and they got 50,000 people a year. 50 to 60,000 people a year in this country die because we don't have universal health care. You know what I'm saying? Like so. What about these black kids in these communities? Some of these communities that I grew up in who are undereducated because the Department of Education will rather give them money to white schools or whatever. Because like what are you talking about? Like when you talk like that, that privilege talk or whatever.
It's not privilege. I'm just giving you the reality.
I think first night should be most magical.
You're not wrong. You're not lying or whatever. I agree. It's fucked up. But there's way more people over there. But we have way more money than them. So they got way more people. We got way more money than them. We can't even support our people here. How many billions of dollars did we just spend bombing Iran for nothing? For nothing. And it's so dumb. So dumb. We used to go to the streets for $0. $0. And now you're trying to claim that we won. I'm not even gonna get into this shit. Like, but Iran won this shit so far.
Get into it, Gotham.
Okay. Let's talk about it. All right, so
get in there.
Okay. All right.
Where you start?
Okay.
What borough are you from?
I'm from I'm from the Lower East Side.
Oh, okay, Lower East Side. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. But here we go. All right, so think about this. I want y'all to think about this. For decades, we used to get to the streets for free. For free. This country made trillions of dollars.
To say last month we were getting it for free.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about the history of it, brother. But here's the thing. This country, all of us in here right now, we benefited from it. We might not know exactly how we did, but we did. We made trillions of dollars in this country getting through the streets for free. So you got this monkey in the White House.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, now we can hear you.
Yeah. But, no, I'm sorry. My wife hit me from the shit. But anyway, so he let Netanyahu, his racist ass Zionist, convincing monkey ass that he needs to attack Iran. So now the ceasefire deal, I don't know if any of you guys have read it, but I have. We gotta pay them. Trump thought he could bully Iran because Trump is a bully. Like that's what he's been doing his entire life. Like you could go back and look at his history. He was a bully when he was a kid, but he had no idea who he was struggling with when he was struggling with Iran. His generals tried to warn him. Like multiple people tried to warn him, like leave those people alone. They are not to be played with. You know what I'm saying? And he does his dumbass Trump shit or whatever, and bombs them or whatever because of the Israelis. And they showed them it's like we're not afraid, we can't bully us. Bomb the shit out of multiple American bases in the Middle East and warned them. Saudi Arabia was scared. Like they were scared. It was like, dude, we're building a bunch of shit over here. We don't want no problem. And it was like, why the fuck would you open your airspace to the United States so they can come bomb us? Saudi Arabia was scared, but I'm not gonna get into that story. Bahrain, the UAE is terrified because they're allowing data centers over there from AI. It's a big thing with AI in the UAE and shit. But they're ready to like, nigga, we will bomb Abu Dhabi and we will bomb fucking Dubai. Stop playing with us. And they folded too. They're scared to death. And I have never in my life seen Israel bomb like that. Like the Iranians somehow stop them. Bro, they got
Gaza, you haven't seen Lebanon? Syria?
No, I was getting to that. I have never in my life seen them just shred the fucking Iron Dome. Like, for years, they really, like, because the Iron Dome, the Iranians was like, nigga, fuck your Iron Dome. I have never seen Tel Aviv bomb like that. Actually, I thought it was AI at first. I'm like, this is not real. I have never seen that. So, what's happening right now is they're trying to get through Lebanon. They're trying to open up something so they want the Americans to land in Lebanon to get to there to try to get to Iran, but that'll be stupid. Like, we will never win a ground war in Iran.
Wait, are you saying that Israel's bombing Lebanon to make way for the U.S. military to get to Iran?
Yes, yep.
That's not even a fact. That's what I think. That's just what I think.
I never said it was a fact. That's my opinion. But anyway, and then the Strait of Hormuz, which we've known for years, military generals have said for years, if you fuck with the Iranians, they will. The Iranians was like, we're not playing with you. If you fucking play with us or whatever, any shit that has anything to do with America, we will send.
Hey, do you support America at all, bro? Like, I'm just not.
No, it's about supporting America. It's about supporting. If y'all anything coming through the Strait of Hormuz, like if you send it through here, we're gonna send it to the bottom of the fucking Persian Gulf, like period. And people are scared. So what happened was with this ceasefire deal or whatever, and this is how dumb Trump is. This is how stupid he is. Like I said, we've never had to pay anything to go through the Straits.
But
do you know why?
There's no clause.
Let me get to it. Okay. Now the deal that Trump's this great deal maker made with the Iranians. Now we got to pay $2 to $3 million to send any ship through there having.
That's not even I'm sorry. That's not the ceasefire deal. That's not even. There's no rules. It's something called UCLAUSE. This was actually a treaty that was signed. This is considered natural waterway, international. So they're technically not allowed to charge any ships. The other parts like Suez Canal, they're actually bad. So that's why they charge. In this case, under the U clause, anything that is naturally made by nature, this is just you're not allowed to. And also keep in mind, Oman is on one side and Iran is on the other side. It's actually a shared waterway. This has been the case since forever. This is a U clause. This is actually a treaty that was in place. Because of Trump's BS, they tried to do an asymmetrical warfare by creating this scenario where it's like, you know what, we're going to start charging you guys now. Technically, legally, they're not supposed to. And they're not even letting in U.S. ships. They're not even saying you can come in and pay $2 million per ship. No.
They let the Chinese and the French do it.
Yes, because they have a deal. Because they said if you're not, if you
Exactly.
I know, but this China and Iran have had a deal when it comes to their oil. China buys 80% of their crude oil. That's been in place for a long time. And then India had to negotiate with Iran. Pakistan negotiated. And Spain got through because Spain said, yes, we will go and expel U.S. and Israel diplomats. So basically, if you're not an ally of Israel and the U.S., they said come on through, but they did. But right now, everything's shut down. Don't you see what's going on right now?
So you're telling me that Iran is not charging American?
American U.S. are the ones who
over this shit, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
Right now, they don't even allow. Listen to Haitian. They're not even. Right now, the U.S. has it where every port that potentially has Iranian goods, they blocked it. They can't even fucking set their shit up.
Gaza, you need to read up on this situation because you're currently off 100%.
Okay, where was I wrong?
Where do you want me to start?
Where do we start?
Okay, let's go. Where was I wrong?
Strait of Hormuz, the way that operates, there was apparently a ceasefire deal. You said that was signed. It was never signed. There's nothing that's been signed. They haven't freaking agreed on it.
I never said it was signed. I never said that.
There's nothing on the table.
No.
You know what Iran asked for? They asked for reparations for all the costs of the damage that's been taking place on their country. They've asked the U.S. for reparations to repair. That's what they've asked for.
I don't think y'all know what y'all read. No, they're gonna charge any American shit.
Yes, not in the
Wait.
It's not part of the deal.
They're gonna charge them $2 million. They're gonna charge us $2 million.
Yes.
Okay, so yes.
Why are you saying
I'm wrong? Why are you saying I'm wrong?
You said it's part of their deal that they proposed.
No, fuck y'all.
But nobody's paying them, bro. Ain't nobody agreed to pay them shit.
No. You're gonna pay when you pay taxes.
What?
I'm gonna pay when I pay taxes.
Hold on, bro. Did you not hear when Ace just said that anything with their stuff here was locked?
From where?
Persian Gulf.
So you're telling me that America is gonna block anything that comes from Iran to try to get to it? No, they're shooting at them. They're shooting at them. I don't think y'all understand. I don't think y'all understand what's going on. And also, America is gonna pay between $1 and $2 for every barrel of oil that goes in. They are going to billions of dollars that American taxpayers are gonna pay. Y'all don't understand what's going on.
America. Every single commercial vessel that's what they're charging them. It's not just America. And America hasn't even had it.
Of course. Yeah, anything that has to do with America. The only people who are into there are the Chinese, the Russians, the French. Period.
India paid, Pakistan paid that price. $1 per barrel, which ended up being $1 million, $2 million. Greece paid. Spain paid. They have us told.
Right. Iran is gonna make hundreds of billions of dollars for this shit.
Yeah.
And it would have never happened if Trump dumbass didn't bomb them. That's like now, and we don't even know what those people are gonna do with those hundreds of billions of dollars. This is what America does. They fuck over the American people, and y'all the
But wait, you know Iran's been under very strict sanctions by America.
You said what again?
Did you not know Iran's been under very, very strict sanctions by the U.S.?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so I don't understand the point of all this.
No, but that was before this. We're talking about the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, and right now the sanctions have not just economic, they're physical. The fact that Iran cannot ship or receive anything, dude, that's huge.
You think those people care?
They don't care. They walk away. Oh my God. They don't care. They revenue.
Same thing with China. When Trump dumbass tariff they had, the Chinese told him like, we don't give a fuck. We're good.
China tariffs back as a reciprocal.
They don't care. They don't care.
China didn't care. They had a reciprocal tariff.
Yeah,
I think you're forgetting the U.S. is still a reserve currency. You're still a petrodollar. You're forgetting that right now.
Ace, you literally just said that nothing is leaving Iran and going into Iran, and he said he don't care.
Exactly. They don't give a fuck.
So when they can't get a fucking grain of anything, they don't care. Make that shit make sense, bro.
Well, you did have some people in here from Iran, not trying to side with anyone.
And they weren't in Iran though.
Well, he said he was in Iran, and he got, what did you ask him, Omar, what he was using when he's having white ice?
I'm in Japan right now then.
He said he was using, I forgot what he said he was using. He's using VPN. That's also very hard to obtain. Yeah, okay, yeah, so you guys remember the conversation. So he said that he didn't care. Was it him that said he didn't care if they nuked their country? Who said that? Somebody from Iran. Wow. And I was floored. I will never forget. I said, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Like he thought that it was actually going to be somebody left to start over. I was just like, what? I would never even say that, even in jest, that I would want somebody to nuke my country. Not the worst of times, we've had some horrific times here in this country, and probably gonna have some more. But to say to nuke your entire country. But are they actually Iranian then? Really? Like, they can only go by what he said. I don't know the man. I can't see him. I can't touch him. I can't feel him. I can't smell him. I don't know who he is. He said he's from Iran. And then they start questioning him and saying, how you got Wi-Fi, this, that, the third. And it was crazy. But then we had a female. Maybe she wasn't in Iran. She was talking about, she didn't care if they bombed Iran and the power plants. And she even said the water. Because remember, when they start talking like that, I always go, so you don't care if you guys don't have water? That's called genocide.
Yeah, but she wasn't in Iran. And I don't think the guy that we're talking about, if I remember correctly, I don't think he was in Iran either. I mean, I'm pretty sure the only people that say that are the people that are safely in North America somewhere far away. They're not in Iran. No one says I want to die from starvation and thirst, and I want my family to die from bombing and poison. Like, no one says that.
So what about the people do you see that's protesting over there who do say crazy shit like that? They don't say in Iran? Yeah. They're not protesting right now, and they don't. They're protesting the government to be overthrown, but not you guys. So not nuking. Let's take that off the table. So if they want their government to be overthrown, right? And they want the U.S. to be part of it. How do they think they're gonna accomplish that? Only way I'm thinking of is by bombing and ground troops, right? Some people gonna die.
Just like we did in Venezuela.
We bombed in Venezuela?
No,
that was surgical.
From their government.
Yeah, but that's what they thought was going to happen, right? With Iran, some of these Iranians. That's what they thought would happen. They thought they.
Got a phone call.
Can you hear me? Go ahead.
Yeah.
And? Go ahead, we can hear you, whoever's speaking. I'm sorry I cut you off.
Hello, Ace.
Right, Gotham? Let's check it with Gotham. Oh, there he is. How do you feel about that part, Gotham? Because Because Gotham said they don't care. Did we lose Gotham?
He's still there, but I guess maybe he's walked away from his phone or bad connection.
Gotham is the CC goddess shit.
Well, I'll just say, I just said a little part right there. I'm not taking up nobody's side or anything like that, but it's only one way that you're gonna say, I'm done, and I don't think he's gonna do anything now because
he's not like the shit. He's wishing for a ceasefire. He's wishing for it.
Okay, so the guy, the new person's name, the new Ayatollah.
The new Ayatollah Ahmadinejad.
Yeah. So someone said that it's rumored. Well, first he went to Russia, and then from Russia he went to, I guess, did he say South Korea? So I was trying to look it up, and there's nothing on North. Okay, it was nothing. I couldn't find anything about him being.
We have no idea. Nobody knows. No one even knows if he's alive. Nobody, but he hasn't even been a public statement outside of written statements. The people.
Yeah, but the U.S. is using
speculating
I believe that he's fucked up. He got violated by a bomb. The U.S. dropped on his head.
Yeah, they said I think he amputee.
Who told you guys that?
He also he's in a coma. A whole bunch.
But who told you guys? Who told you guys the injury?
Injury shot in New York Times.
What?
I don't know what that Arabic slur you just said on your breath.
I don't speak Arabic.
You just spoke so language.
I said Ayatollah Khamenei. Like, are you this ignorant?
I'm just trying to find out how you guys know the injuries.
Because they put it today on the NPR this morning. They spoke about it on the Today Show.
But it's not confirmed. It's sources.
Lisa, I just put an article in the chat where they talk about some of his injuries in the New York Times.
So did they give a source?
Frank Cannon.
They also said apparently he was gay. That also was a rumor going around. So
I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so I'm just wondering. I'll go to New York article and see where their sources is, but because they gave specific injuries. One I read when I was trying to look up the Korea thing, that he had an injury to his foot. The other article I read said that his whole leg was missing. Then another article I read said he was missing lips and had something wrong with his eyes. And then another one I read said he just had cuts on his face.
Yeah. I can read a couple of sentences from this article.
Okay, thank you.
It says, though Mr. Khamenei was gravely wounded, he's mentally sharp and engaged, according to 4 senior Iranian officials familiar with his health. One leg was operated on 3 times, and he is awaiting a prosthetic. He had surgery on one hand and is slowly regaining function. His face and lips have been burned severely, making it difficult for him to speak, the official said, adding that eventually he will need plastic surgery. That's in the New York Times article I put in.
Yeah, he goes into the Daily this morning. He spoke about it as well. They guess him.
Okay. Waiting for a prosthetic. He has an amputation of the leg to be able to fit a prosthetic on it. He's lucky. He's alive. I mean, and no lips and no eyes. So they think he's still in Iran medical system. Oh, like great. I thought Iran's medical system was better than Russia. No?
I don't think anybody knows.
Yeah, but they're in a war right now, Lisa.
And they haven't been able to bury the bodies either, have they? The 60,000?
No, I'm talking about the Ayatollah that got killed and the other relatives. something came out a couple weeks ago. They were talking about that they hadn't been able to bear it.
Yeah, it's been postponed. Yeah, that's what we all know. It's postponed.
But one thing I did read, did you guys see the 5 guys that are being hung or are they being fire squad in Iran? And they made a video, and I don't know if this is true because how is this stuff getting out? They made a video, you guys can Google it. It was early during the day when I was looking for clips. I came across this. They made a video of them singing some song. It's 5 of them before their execution. Y'all see that? Now that makes me feel like, like we need to do something. If they just execute people like, 1, 2, 3, that's crazy over there.
Oh, they do. They do. I mean, we do that here.
But we go through a whole, you can be on death row until you die, though.
Jonathan, your comparisons are crazy. Your comparisons are crazy, bro. So if we talking about in the 21st century, we don't execute people in the United States. Like, what's the difference?
No, we do. You could be on death row for your entire life, waiting, to be executed, and then you have the ability to get stays or whatever the case may be. But if I find the article, Gotham, I'll send it to you. But it's 5 bros that are getting ready to be executed, and it's like within weeks, and no appeals, none of the stuff that you could do here. If you get accused of whatever the case may be or whatever you did, and you're put on death row, you get a chance to go through some appeals, right, Gotham? And you could be there forever.
Yeah, absolutely right. We do that here. But those stays of executions, that really works. What they do is put them dudes on death row for 10, 15, 20 years, and they still execute. Stays of execution, that rarely happens.
That's only in 27 states, just so you know.
If you are sentenced to death in this country, you're dying. It's rare that stays of execution happen. So, I understand what you're saying, Lisa. Yeah, they put them right to death. That's something they do in the Middle East. What is saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, not the same, but we're not better. I don't mean
completely thing. Yeah.
Because America is not, for a long time. And still, we have people getting murdered for the color of their skin or, I don't know. It's just to me, I feel like we're not as bad as Iran, though. I don't care how I try to fix it up or whatever. I think that they have it pretty bad, but I don't think it's our responsibility, and you guys go back, to be over there trying to right the wrongs of what's going on over there. They have 90 million people there, and it seems like to me that they should be able to do what we did in this country, overthrow their oppressors,
Gotham, I wanted to say that nobody is suggesting that Americans are better than Iranian or any other human being better than another human being. What we're talking about in terms of which legal system is better than one in the United States.
The Bill of Rights. Bill of Rights.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. So if you look just at the Constitution and think about the legal rights that are afforded to an American when the person is accused of doing a crime, there's a due process which is involved. For example, the person has the right to be informed of the nature and the cause of the accusation, his right to due process of the law, equal protection of the laws, presumption of innocence until proven guilty, a right to an impartial jury duty trial. I can go on and on. No excessive bail required. You can't have any excessive fines imposed. A right to appeal